Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Xtremetarot, where we do moon readings and zodiac readings. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for the sign of Leo. We're taking a look into your current love situation. This is just going to be like a general love reading. I have these cards here to represent kind of like the current energy surrounding your connection. And this is going to be your side. This is going to be your person's side. This is the connecting energies. If when I get going with this, you find it doesn't resonate, please feel free to check out my Leo playlist that I have. And if one of those titles for one of those videos like jumps out at you, maybe watch that one and you might find it resonates more. You could just be on a different timeline here. But after we kind of check into these energies, I'm going to get your person's thoughts, feelings, intentions, and next actions towards you, as well as some messages from them to close out the reading. So, okay guys, let's get cracking here. So we have this Iosis reddening card, well, not sort of, it is connecting your energies. I'm going to read it quick. Life force, kundalini, blood. I feel like there's like a lot of passion and stuff between you guys right now, which could kind of be like too much passion in a way where it's like, I think there might be some arguments or some petty little things going on between you guys, something like that. Let's see, the reddening indicates a full expression of the work. Everything is alive, the heart pumps, the cells celebrate, and blood sings its way through the body. What was dormant has been awakened. What was once considered base is now noble. Aches and pains are integrated. Shadows are acknowledged and interwoven. When the reddening card appears, it signifies health, power, a climaxing of the work, a coalescing of what has been learned. The laboratory is no longer separate from the alchemist or from the work, but the three are now one. What occurs in the body is reflected in the world and vice versa. Through the process of reddening, we move out of the head and into the physical body. More specifically, we reach the heart. It is there that the alchemist finds the secret ingredients of power and kindness. So I feel like what I was getting from that, what was the part where it was like aches and pains are integrated? I feel like there's almost like some growing pains or something going on in this connection where you're trying to both like adapt to something, and I feel like on your end here, it's very interesting because you got the dragon and then like you got the dragon from this deck, which I like swear to God, like it was pretty crazy. When I pulled it, I was like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? So I feel like this message is like super potent, and the dragon represents the solar plexus chakra, which is like the third chakra, the yellow chakra. Interesting because we have like this red color here, and it's like your person's, I feel like, really embodying this energy. I feel like your person, you might say, is a little bit more like emotionally mature than you, or maybe you wouldn't say that because no offense, Leo's watching, but it says dragon, beware of self-delusion. So I feel like you could be like mad, you could be the one that's mad. I feel like you could be, if you guys did get in a fight, even if this person was in the wrong, I feel like you could sort of be like dragging it out or something like that. Like I feel like being a little stubborn maybe is the word, like operating from a place of pride. Whereas like I feel like your person's more so operating from this heart energy that we were talking about in this reddening card, because they have the red in their bat wings here. And this card on the side, I was just looking at it here. Wait, I'll show, or I'll read it. Take note of how many cards in your reading contain the color red. You may sense the physical vitality of the querent, how do you say that? By the presence and absence of this life force color. So it's like almost like your person, yeah, like right here is sort of like embodying this energy, and you're sort of like lacking it a little bit. I feel like even in this card, there's like no red really anywhere in your spread, and it's really only in this person's card, like representing them right here in the bat energy. But it's also like a big part of the card, you know. It's almost like I feel like they're taking this energy and using it in a very healthy way. And we also have communication is key here for them, new moon in Gemini. So I feel like, and we have this gavel, involvement with the law, it says, but I also feel like that's a message of your person trying to be really fair in any interactions with you. And I don't feel like this is a pile that's in no communication, because I feel like there's like an exchange of words maybe happening between you guys. But yeah, with the dragon here, should we read this from the book too? I feel like it came through twice, so it's like an important message. Oh, well, we'll read both of them. I have it open to the bat, so let's read that quick first. This is your person's energy. Darkness, letting go, death leading to rebirth. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. So, okay, I feel like what I'm getting from that, oh, look, and it says, when in balance, accepts, adapts, adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go and reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. So I feel like what that is saying is like, when you and your person, like a dynamic that you could kind of see repeating itself is that like your person is more willing to sort of like bury the hatchet. Like say you guys do get in an argument or something like that, and you're maybe like a lot more stubborn and holding on to things, maybe throwing stuff in their face, or almost putting your feelings before theirs, I would say, because I don't know, like there's something about the way that you look at like a situation is some sort of like, as this says, beware of self-delusion. So I feel like you have a sort of like perspective here, because it's like the eye, we're focusing on the eye here. So I feel like your perspective is a little bit skewed or a little bit out of balance, out of touch with reality. It's almost like, okay, like it's almost like your whole world is like, you see how you're taking up the whole card here, and it's like your person, I feel like it's really showing that, like it's like them, we see the moon here and like the background, it's like you're the only thing in your card, like, you know what I mean? It's almost like you're taking up the whole thing. It's almost like you think that you're like the center of the world, but you're like it's Leo energy, and that's like to be expected. That's sort of like a Leo thing, like, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but it's just like maybe you sort of like are really in your ego. Oh, I was gonna read that, sorry, I forgot. But look, even like you made the cover of the book here, like you're a Leo, like you're like the star of the show and you know it, and that's great to like, you know, have that sort of confidence and stuff. But I feel like it's almost like veering more into the realm of pride, where you almost think like you don't look at things from other people's perspectives. Just how this was, this card was talking about integrating the aches and pains and like coming out like a kinder person. I just feel like it's tougher to get integrate into you, because you have like a lot of scales, you have like a lot of layers. I feel like that's your ego protecting you in a way. So it's like more difficult for this message to like sink in for you, but it's more difficult for you to get in touch with like your heart and your soul. You're more so operating from a place of ego, and an idea or a belief that almost like you're like the center of the universe in a way, and maybe you're not thinking about it consciously in those terms, like I'm the center of the universe, but I mean, you are a Leo, so maybe you are, but almost like people should bow down to me, like almost like you see yourself above, or not even above, but just like, again, like taking up the whole picture. It's almost like there's no room for anyone else's needs. And I feel like your person over here, it feels like they're getting smaller and smaller. And it's like they have to like continue to like adapt to the situation. Oh, communication is key, new moon in Gemini, and like find new ways to communicate, find new ways to be fair. So I feel like there is this sort of like, but they're willing to do that as of right now. It seems like they want to do that. They want to make you happy, and they want to sort of flap their wings for you over here. You know, it's like I feel like you're the one that kind of gets their blood pumping. But yeah, well, let's just read this dragon card. Dragon, seeing one's most true self, balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be there at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride, and as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their Agni is dim. Agni is described as inner fire, which is what this card was talking about, so I think that's so crazy. Or sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. So the fact that, like, I feel like the fact that this dragon card came out that said beware of self-delusion, I think it's like really showing that like almost like we're not in this energy possibly, or like we're struggling to like get into this energy. We have your hard work is paying off. So I feel like this is an energy that could be present in other areas of your life, because this card, New Moon in Capricorn, talks a lot about work and the workplace, maybe finding a new job. Are you giving your potential to everything? So I feel like it could be like kind of like coming out in the workplace, if that makes sense, or with your coworkers or something like that. Wait, what was that other thing? The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. So I don't know, this is like all like, this is like a card about like going deep, and I feel like this is about seeing beyond like outer circumstances into like the heart of a situation, and being able to like let life transform us and things like that. And I feel like you're having a tough time like doing that. Wait, and then what were we gonna look at? The new moon in Capricorn. It says your hard work is paying off. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now, so think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you truly want to achieve. Make a proper plan and execute it well. And this says you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. So I feel like, yeah, it says Capricorn is a sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is powerful. Make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. It says with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you want to. So I feel like the fact that this like I feel like you're taking this inner fire and almost like using it in a way that's not constructive. I feel like this isn't necessarily about your relationship with your person, but I think there is this sort of warning here that your person maybe is trying to like sort of like keep up with you, or like making some sort of like concessions like in the name of, because they like love you so much and they feel this fire for you. So I feel like spirit just wanted to bring that to your attention, but otherwise I feel like your person is just like, what's going on their end. I feel like with this moon here and what this card was talking about, like adapting to new circumstances, I feel like maybe something has changed, whether it's in your connection or in their life overall, maybe in their landscape. Because like I was saying, there's like a sense of like, in your world it's all about you, and in their world it's more about like their surroundings, and like it's them in the environment that they're in, just the way that these two cards look. So I feel like you're not really like, whatever issues you're having aren't really related to your relationship, if that makes sense. But I feel like there is this sort of like fire that does connect you. But yeah, sorry, I feel like this reading is kind of like all over the place, but yeah, there's definitely a new cycle starting. You both got new moon energy, so you're like, there's like a new cycle in your connection starting, an adjustment period. And then look, we have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. So I feel like things are overall like okay, but like spirit was just bringing this like to your attention, I think, about the maybe just to be aware of beware of self-delusion. So I don't know what that, maybe like you're unsatisfied or something in your career and you're sort of either taking it out on your person, or you could see this like dynamic playing out in your career where you're like not happy there, but instead of like doing something about it, you're just sort of like complaining, you know what I mean? Or just like getting mad and like just sort of like arguing, or I don't know. There's like something like that here where it's like you feel like it's like a personal attack. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something like that. So it says beware of self-delusion. So just beware of that. And let's check in with your person's thoughts, feelings, intentions, and next actions. All right. What is Leo's person's thoughts about Leo right now? What is Leo's person thinking about Leo right now? Too many. Okay, we have the Four of Wands. What is Leo's person feeling for Leo right now? Please feel free to fast forward during this part because I want to get all the cards first before I start reading them. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. What is Leo's person's intentions towards Leo? Oh, we have the Sun. I love this reading. And what are Leo's person's next actions towards Leo? That's too many. Oh, I saw one flip. Okay. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have the Star on the bottom of the deck. I'm also going to get some of these. Leo's person's energy, please, Spirit. Tap me into Leo's person's energy. What is Leo's person thinking about Leo right now? Angel of Balance. Okay. Just do that. Okay. And what is Leo's person feeling? We have walking away. Okay. And, oh, sorry. What is Leo's person's intentions towards Leo right now? We have caring connections. I mean, this is what I'm saying. How cute is your person? And what is Leo's person's next actions towards Leo? Door to Spirit. Okay. And then we have the fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel, again about communication. Like that's your person's like vibe towards you. It's like I feel like your person, I don't know. I feel like they really, I'm getting like an adorable little energy from them. So, okay, we're starting here with the Four of Wands and the Angel of Balance. What are they thinking about you? I'm also going to get one of these for each. So let's see. What is Leo's person thinking about Leo right now? Fair woman. Dealings or relationship with a woman with blonde, gray, or white hair. So, okay, if you have blonde hair, or if they do, or whatever, like, that could just be a confirmation here. But I feel like this is just saying they think you're just like the fairest of them all. I think they feel very lucky to be with you. But I'm also getting a sense here, like I was just saying, the fairest of them all, that just like popped in my head. I was thinking about Snow White, but just that like popped in my head with that skin tone there, and even like all this white hair, but like that she's wearing. It's like, it's almost like they see you as they think that you're like the fairest of them all or something like that with this fair woman. And it's like also really fun because we have the Four of Wands. Like, look at them, like having a great time dancing. I feel like they just think that It's almost like if there is some sort of like prideful stuff going on, they think it like all balances out, like with the angel of balance here, which is like really cute. And that's why like I think Spirit's bringing it to your attention, because just in case, you know, maybe you feel like, okay, well good, they should, and blah blah blah, but it just in case you wanna, you know, give some back, maybe like, I don't know, like maybe you're the type that feels like they should sort of be this way, you know what I mean? But if you would maybe want to like, I don't know, reciprocate a little bit. I think that's what Spirit is wanting to bring to your attention. Not that you're not reciprocating towards them, but maybe there's some way where you haven't actually like been fair to them. Only you would know that. Or maybe it's like the opposite and you feel like you have been really fair to them and they haven't been fair to you, because you're kind of looking through a lens that's like a little bit distorted. So I don't know, I would really sit with that and like look at the situation, like take yourself out of it and just look at it like from an objective point of view, because I think like Spirit's like really bringing this message about being fair. And that was so weird because I was saying that here and then that card kind of came out, so I think that's kind of crazy. But I feel like this person thinks it's like a fair trade almost, because like they really care about you so much and have so much fun with you and think you're beautiful, like they think you're the fairest in the land. So I feel like it's almost like worth it to them. But I mean, and it seems like they really care about you here. So what are they feeling towards you, Leo? We have leg, stepping into a new experience. Yeah, like I was saying that they're sort of like adapting to something new here. So they have like a lot on their plate too. And it's almost like, I don't know, because like this dragon here on this card is sort of like breathing fire. And that's what I'm saying. Like that's really like the only red coming through here. Like you see that? And it's almost like this fire is almost being used by your energy for like destructive means, maybe like getting into arguments with them or something like that. And for them, it's like being used to like, I don't know, sort of like, I feel like they want to always fix things between you. Or I think Spirit's just like bringing to mind, like if they are starting some sort of new experience here, like this is walking away, like they're walking into a new door. Knight of Swords indicates movement. It could be indicate travel, like the Knight of Swords. So it's like if they are sort of like starting some new venture, some new experience, I think Spirit's saying like maybe your fire breathing isn't helping. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be like knocking anybody, because like honestly, like we're all guilty of that, like, you know what I mean? But it's almost like maybe like Spirit's wanting you to recognize maybe like that maybe they make it look easy, but it's like more difficult than they're letting on. Because there was something in this card, in this Gemini card, about how they're like, if you're going through a rough time, journaling could help or something like that. So maybe it's like, maybe they're not actually doing that, but maybe it's like they are going through like a rough time and they're just kind of like not letting on. And they're in some sort of new experience here. So maybe they started a new job, or they like moved into a new house, or like it's just something where they like they're stepping into a new experience here. So walking away from something, walking into a new experience. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's just, they kind of need all their strength and their energy, involvement with the law, even if like they could have gotten arrested. Like, I mean, it could be something to do with the law like that, but I feel like that gavel energy was coming through just to say how they try to always like be fair and sort of be the fixer in this connection. So maybe just try to like meet them halfway, you know what I mean? Because I was getting sort of like a stubborn energy from you a little bit, and it's okay, we've all been there. And it's not even like this person's like resenting you or anything like that, but I think Spirit's wanting to bring forth this message before it like gets to that point or something like that. All right, so let's see what is coming through here. We have, what are their intentions towards you? Caring, connections, and the Sun. I mean, I think that's just pretty self-explanatory, but what are their intentions towards you? We have Scissors, disappointment in some affair. I feel like, their intentions towards you. Let's get one more to clarify. That came out in my reading yesterday. Oh, November. Okay, let's just get one that's not like, I mean, but maybe, well, let's keep it, I guess, because maybe that's like crucial to the reading and I just don't know what it's about. Well, family wishes come true. Ooh, okay. So it's like maybe something's going to happen in November, or maybe they thought something was going to happen in November. Like, Maybe like, for instance, say you guys were like engaged or something, but then they got like arrested and had to go to jail, and now it's like they can't go through with their plans. Like there's something like that where I feel like their intentions aren't lining up with like reality, like with what's going on. So maybe they're sort of like kept apart from you or something like that. They're like disappointed that they can't put these, yeah, oh yeah, because their next actions coming through are like the Eight of Swords here. Like they can't move, they can't take action, even though I think they want to here. So it's like, I feel like that is like, okay, I'm gonna put these back because I feel like that was, I get it now. But family wishes come true, I don't know like what that's about, but maybe that's just like their wishes would be coming true if they could like almost like I was saying, if there was like some sort of, maybe they want to like propose to you or something like that, and like they would be if there wasn't some other outside factor like in the way. But like I feel like the disappointment isn't with you, the disappointment is within the circumstances, because their intentions towards you are like all systems go, I want to take action, I want to show I care about this person, I want to be with them, I want to give them flowers. Even like number 14, I'm getting like Valentine's Day vibes, like they want to like and even like there's flowers on this card too. So I feel like your person really, even family wishes come true. It's like they want to make your wishes come true. They feel like you're a wish come true to them. And it's just like their intentions are to just like make you happy and show you how much they care. And I feel like if the only disappointment here is that they can't do more. And that's what I'm saying. There's a very pure energy. Like they care about you a lot. Look at the sun. This is like a little child on this card. It's like a purity like coming through, like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like if you are sort of getting like a little bit like, you know, maybe like picking fights with them or something like that coming from the ego, it's like, I think Spirit just wanting you to know like this person's love for you is like so adorable and like almost like childlike. And it's not even the way that this little sunflower is over this little boy's, you know what? I feel like it's there to show that like it's not just like a sexual thing, like they genuinely care about you. Their intentions are coming from a place of like true care. And I feel like also maybe just like if ever you get mad at them, it's like I feel like they're so like sad, and like it's almost like a little kid. Like if you like say they try to do something cute for you and you're like, oh blah blah blah, like, you know, like you get mad about it for some reason, and reminds you of their ex-girlfriend, like that could be an example, and you sort of like pick a fight with them, say. That's just like one example. But and they were really hoping to just, or you got used to get those flowers for so-and-so, like, you know, I saw a picture and now you're giving me those same flowers, like, are you kidding me? Like something like that, where it's like kind of silly and a little bit immature, but it's just like, it really like, I feel like that's where like that fire energy is coming from on your end. And it's like they didn't even mean it that way, like, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, when like a little kid like brings home like some artwork to their mom, like, oh, look what I made. Imagine the mom's just like, all right, kid, don't quit your day job, like, you know, whatever. That's from a book. I didn't just make that up. It's from Why Men Love Bitches. But anyway, it's like, you know, can you imagine like the kid's face would fall? They'd be like, oh my God. Like, I feel like that's how your person just, it's really important for your person almost to like please you, and like they want to know that like they really want to make you happy. So like when they take it very seriously when you're not happy. So if you feel like kind of like, oh, like they don't care and they're doing this stuff to piss me off, I don't think they realize it. And I feel like if you would just say it, maybe that you're like kind of quick tempered or something like that, with that fire coming out of the mouth, and this whole red energy is kind of like making me think of like fire and stuff like that. So it's like, I feel like if you took like a softer approach, like your person would really respond to that, like just FYI. Okay. And then finally, what are their actions? I feel like they're kind of like their next actions. I feel like whenever they can act, they will, but they're sort of like kept from doing that right now. So what are Leo's person's next actions going to be? Oh, there's another month. We have December. So maybe that's when they're going to see you next, or be able to like talk to you or be with you or something like that. But that's when their next actions are going to occur. And then we have Archway, new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. So maybe in December, like things are going to turn around for you guys. But I don't know. Until then, it's like I feel like they're gonna like be with you in spirit. And I think just the way that this, in case you're wondering if this is like a long distance thing with the Eight of Swords, it's like I don't feel like they're open to other people. Like they're very much focused on you. Oh, I just see this like, sorry, poking out. It says scales, keep your life in balance. But again, that scale energy, that Libra energy, I think they really do want to be fair to you and to sort of like always be loyal. And I feel like they do have a lot going on though, and they're trying to keep a more positive attitude, like adapt to like whatever changes are going on in their life here. But you know, I feel like they definitely have a lot of care for you. And I think you could be like a little hot-headed over here. So Spirit's just trying to be like, okay, like, is it really that deep? Or, I mean, this person really cares about you. So just keep that in mind. Not that you can't ever talk about things you're upset about. Of course you can, but I feel like it's more like, it's like what you, not what you say, but how you say it, kind of a thing. So, okay, what would Leo's person most want to say? You're so fucking sexy. Yeah, like they think you're like the fairest of them all, like I was saying. They're about it physically. Half the time I'm terrified and half the time I want to charge you like a linebacker. I feel like if they are terrified, they might be terrified of the fire, like breathing out of your mouth. But I feel like also at the same time, it kind of like turns them on. Like, you're so beautiful, it hurts. Yeah, that message coming through about being like physically attractive is really coming through. I really was getting that look. You make me so happy. Like, I feel like that you really do. Is what's in my head actual guidance or wishful thinking? I feel like sometimes they almost think this is too good to be true, and almost like that they deserve, I don't know, or that they're not good enough for you or something like that. It's almost like, oh, my wishful thinking that I'm going to be actually get to be with this person. Because remember that card that was like family wishes come true? So I really do think they want to like start a family with you. Like there's a little kid on this card and 2 people here. So it's almost like, and the 4 of Wands could be a wedding. So what are they thinking? I think they're thinking that like you could be someone that they want to marry. But I feel like they're almost like thinking that it's just like a fantasy. How am I able to feel you when you're miles away? Yeah, I was getting distance, like physical distance here, like because whether it's like prison or jail or something like that, or just something else, but I feel like the distance doesn't matter. Like this person is really, really like about it with you. And if you feel this is like a spiritual connection, that could just be like, you know, they're able to feel your energy, and that could be what these 2 cards are kind of saying here. But yeah, they're definitely missing you if you're in separation somehow. Okay, what else? Oh, you're so witty. You hit people with some zingers. So it's like, again, that sort of like, even though I like the fire coming out of your mouth, I feel like it's not always necessary. Look, and I'm so scared to face you. So I feel like you're really funny and you're really fun and stuff like that with the 4 of Wands. I was getting that too. So it's like, they do like that about you. It's not like, they're not the ones that have the problem here. Like, I feel like they'll almost feel like the fights are like worth it almost, because like they find you like just so amazing. But like, I think Spirit's just coming through to be like, this person really loves you, and it's like kind of hurting their feelings. Like they're willing to deal with it, but just FYI. I feel like it's coming through from Spirit to be like, FYI, do what you want with this info. It's up to you, but just so you know. Oh my God, those came out. You are more to me than just sex, but I can't deny how much I do want you. So again, it's like coming through like they're just like super like hot for you. But then look, I've never felt so much pain yet so much love at the same time. Like I feel like this love can hurt sometimes, but they're willing to feel the pain. All right, let's just get, I realize how much you mean to me. I just don't know how to say it. Okay. And what else would Leo's person most want to say? But yeah, I think depending on your situation, maybe they haven't said it, but it's like they know how much you mean to them, like for sure. I project all my fears onto you. Yeah, like I feel like that coming through over here, it's almost like maybe they almost act out in certain ways sometimes because they feel like you're not, like again, that it's wishful thinking that you would never really want to stay with them or something like that. I love how you take care of other people. Like yeah, look at that coming out right over that caring connections. I mean, I feel like they think that, you know, that you are a very caring person, and that, I don't know, they see you in a very high light. Like they see you as like the whole package. I feel so weak. I feel like compared to you, I feel like they definitely think that you kind of wear the pants and are calling the shots in this connection. So I think like Spirit's just saying like the dragon is a powerful energy. So just like use your power wisely. Okay, guys? Sorry if that sounded like lecture-y and stuff like that, but I don't think it's like that you're doing anything wrong necessarily, but I just feel like sometimes perceptions get a little distorted and spirit's just trying to course correct you, maybe. Because like this is something really special, it seems like, this connection between you and your person. So all right guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I'll catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.